All right. Hello, everybody. I am 14 News morning anchor Casie Mason.
And I am digital content producer Aaron Weeks.
And together, this is our show.
What's the trend?
So, Aaron, this week's episode is a big one for many reasons.
It's huge. Usually we bring you guys music, movies, celebrity news, even some sports news here and there. But this episode is dedicated to one person and one person only, Jackie Monroe.
As it should be. This is episode 20, and we said we need to do something special.
Yeah.
And there's nothing more special than having this amazing person on our show, Aaron.
We got to interview her a couple of days ago, and we just had the best time with her.
We're still coming down from our high.
Really, it's so true. But we've had the best time, and it was such a good interview, and we cannot wait for you guys to hear it. It is so much fun.
That's right. It's one of those things, it's difficult how to introduce this person, but she's really someone that needs no introduction.
Not at all.
As I said in the beginning of the interview, as we were, praising her as we should be, which she was like, stop, please. I just told her, you really are. If someone could write the book on a class act and pure talent at that, and just overall incredible journalist, there's a reason that so many people listening to this episode recognize her, love her, and welcomed her into their homes each and every day as really just a prolific anchor in the tri-state area that has even more of her story to tell. The sky's the limit for Jackie, but we also had a fun conversation with her as well.
Definitely. And we've learned so much about her that I didn't know before, and you guys are about to learn that right now, so listen to that.
You guys enjoy.
All right, guys, we have an extremely special guest in the building with us. You guys know her as our anchor here at 14 News at one point, but she's a great colleague and a good friend of ours. It is Jackie Monroe. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, you two. I'm thrilled to be here.
Yeah, and thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate it.
When I got the text, it was on a Friday night. It was after hours. I said,
whoops.
Absolutely.
That'd be my fault.
No, absolutely. Like with periods all the way down the word.
She really did. That is a true story,
it's a true
you guys.
Story.
A true class act. It's hard to introduce someone like Jackie because there's really no... We're going to butter you up here. There is no introduction needed. I mean, you are an iconic
legend.
Face of this tri-state. It's like you are everybody's friend. I mean, we could go back and go over a prolific career and lasting impression you left on our tri-state and continue. I was at the doctor yesterday and someone asked, well, did you get to work with Jackie? And I said, our paths have crossed. I mean, we're all fans of Jackie.
That's really kind.
Yes.
I appreciate that because for a long time, I'm not from the tri-state, but we moved here in 2004, and I was in my 20s then. And I was working at a different station, moved to this station, and I worked almost 20 years in news here. But when you leave, you're able to live quite a private life.
Yeah.
So to hear stuff like that really makes me feel good. That's nice that people remember.
We got to give credit where credit's due.
This one right here, she was like, what was it like working with Jackie Monroe? I was like, it's the best. It was amazing.
First day at the station, I said, where was Jackie's desk? And why is it not plated in gold? So no, we obviously, we don't want to embarrass you today, but I will say one more thing. As a young journalist, someone that was striving to get into this industry in some way or the other, I will say, Jackie Monroe, you wrote the book on how to be a class act, a true journalist, and just a warm face. And as I say to people, she's just as wonderful in person as you would hope she would be when you meet her. So thank you.
I appreciate
it's
you.
100%.
Thank you.
All right. Let's have some fun now, okay?
Yes.
So, on certain things, they have like a ghost writer or a co-writer on a song or a co-pilot, if you will. What we're going to do today is have a co-host.
Yeah.
Fun. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
I would love to co-host and Jackie.
Because, we know you've done Jeff's podcast, which we love. Yeah. Inside Look with Jeff Lyons. Go ahead and check that out. Her episode is on YouTube and everywhere you can get podcasts. But we were thinking like with this episode, we could do more like, because we're entertainment based, obviously, kind of the things that you like that people probably don't know about and what you've been up to.
Oh, interesting.
So, okay, let's start with local events. On any given week or weekend, where would one find Jackie Monroe in the tri-state? I'm going to guess has a lot to do with where you're at with your family, of course, too.
Yeah. Typically on the weekends, let me think. Do you know what? You'll find me in the parking lot of the Children's Theater. Like I am, I'm there a lot on the weekends, but it's because my son does basketball and my daughter does theater, and usually we'll conquer and divide like any family, Nate will grab Jude and take him to basketball things because it's usually actually on his route. And then I'll make the loops and grab Ava on the weekends, take her to theater, run some errands, go back and get her. I mean, those are during the days. At night, Listen, I love to go out to eat.
Yes.
You know, I love to try all of our new restaurants. Some of my
Yeah.
favorite pages on social media are the ones that tell about what new restaurant is opening. I love when Evansville has new things, and especially when like local families or local people open them. Not that I'm against chains. Chains are great too, but it's really exciting to me when new people go out on a limb, take a risk, open a restaurant. I want to make sure I'm doing my part to help keep that not just open for a season, but for years and years. And especially if the restaurant is down. I love our downtown area and how it's
Oh, it's
really
grown
changed.
so much. Even
Right.
since I've been here.
For
it's
sure.
grown.
And taking, you know, buildings that used to be banks, buildings that used to be department stores, and turning them into something interesting, maintaining the architecture. I mean, I love to travel. And when I go places, I'm the one, instead of picking the flower, I'll take a picture of the flower. You should see my camera roll. It's just like
Yes.
loaded with flowers, architecture, buildings, things that I'm sampling that I just want to grab a picture of. I love when I am on our own main street and I see things that remind me of some of my favorite places that I've traveled, because Evansville needs more of that, don't you
Yes.
think?
100% agree
Yeah.
with that.
So Jackie Monroe is a foodie, is
Yeah.
what on a
Kind of.
local event.
Yeah.
She's out.
Yeah.
Her local event is to go try the
Yes.
local cuisine as
Love
well,
it.
which I
I
really
respect.
love that. That is a great
Yeah.
hobby
Really
to
respect
have.
that.
So, are there any fun things in the Tri-Cities with the fall festival and lots of big events through the year? We
Oh,
have
yeah.
fairs. Is there any certain local event that you're just really attached to and a big fan of?
I like to sample. And
Mm.
I think one of the most recent ones that I was at, actually, remember Wake Ritter, you had him on?
Yes.
Yes.
They had the International Film Festival here in Evansville.
That's right.
And so, you know, to go and sample those films, I love our Philharmonic. I especially love the pop series.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and I think that Evansville does have a lot to do if you're willing to look and you seek out the things that interest you
That's
the
the
most.
thing that when we started this,
Yeah.
we wanted to do, obviously have a local tie into this. So I would do like research on things that were
Right.
local. And I'm like, there's more
Mhm.
going on locally that I ever thought of.
Mhm.
That was all Aaron when we got the idea for the show. We said,
Right.
okay, let's talk Hollywood and movies and music and pop culture. And Aaron said, totally. But he goes, I think we should kick each episode off with also telling about something local that's happening
sure.
here. So that's really what we've done with each week on our show.
Yeah.
So you kicked it off on the right
Well,
note
great.
here.
Yes.
I tell you what, guys, let's move to movies. Do we do movies now? Is that our
Yes.
next
Yeah.
category?
Man.
We did have I'll let you ask the fun question. When it comes to acting, who would, I'll
Oh,
then
yeah.
ask.
Yeah.
I wanted to know who would play
Oh,
you
yeah. Who would play
Oh
you
my
in a movie?
God.
in a movie. We wanted to ask that
Because
one
like
today too.
it's
I don't
hard to think because
know.
we've thought
Reese
we've
Witherspoon.
thought of
I would pick Reese
you know who I
Witherspoon.
was thinking? I think Jennifer Aniston would kill as you.
Oh, I would say Jen Aniston in her Friends era.
100%.
That same like person, that fun.
Is it the hair?
It's the hair.
Is it the hair?
I too, I will say with news, I came in with really long hair, then I started inching
Yeah,
up. So
it does.
we play around with our hair, and
Yeah.
viewers, they sometimes they like it, sometimes they don't.
That's true.
I would say with your haircut right now, I would pick a Sweet Home Alabama Reese Witherspoon.
That's
oh my
so
gosh,
funny
yes.
because my daughter, I was telling you, is in theater, and she gets told all the time, especially by our neighbor Connie, "You look just like Reese Witherspoon."
What a
There-
compliment.
So
There you
my
go.
daughter said for my daughter. So anyway,
That's
I don't know who. I honestly have never thought about it. I'll tell you, and this is probably a terrible reason, but maybe Anne Hathaway, only because
That's a good pick.
when I watch myself back, it just triggers me sometimes. No one likes to watch themselves on
Oh,
camera.
yes.
And sometimes when I watch her, I'm like, she reminds me too much of myself.
Mm.
That's a bad reason. That's a
No.
terrible reason. Don't get me wrong. I respect her immensely. She's an incredible actress, but
I see too much of myself in this person.
there's so many things that remind me.
It is
I don't know.
cringy to watch ourselves. I think cringy is the right word.
It's
Yeah.
the perfect word.
To hear
When-
you say that
yeah.
is interesting. I
It's-
feel that way, but you do too then.
When I edit
Absolutely.
these together sometimes, because I've never
Yeah, this
obviously
is new to you.
been on camera before until now, it's just like, oh, that shrill voice.
And
Who could ever listen to this
You're-
person?
I told him, I said, you're a natural. You either have it or you don't. But yeah, we were curious who you would pick. And that's a tough question.
It
It
to
is
ask
tough, and I've
someone.
never thought about it. It's tricky. And for the record, you didn't show me these questions ahead of
No.
time, which is a news trick.
This is true. We are
Yeah.
sorry for that. We did not prepare her for the show because we wanted the on-the-spot organic answer.
Right.
You
Oh,
know?
yeah.
That's what you
Oh,
do.
It's weird too when I do not like to be interviewed. I love to interview, but it is weird.
Same.
And you're-
It's hard. It's hard to be in this seat. I have an idea.
Sure.
let's put her here and let's host one time.
Flip. Oh,
I
now
would love
listen.
that. I would love.
Now wait a minute. I'm nervous. I'm gonna have to think
Or
of my
could you
answer.
imagine if you two interviewed
I
me
come-
and I'm just like beads of sweat?
I think
I'd
that's
do it,
not a bad
though.
idea. Although I don't want that to happen because then it's Jackie Monroe. I mean, come on, I'll be
Yes.
kicked out. They'll say no more Casey on What's the Trend. We want
No.
Jackie back. So
Now,
Having
this
a little-
one's a little bit easier
Okay.
for movies. Music.
Mm.
What kind of music are you listening to
Music.
right now? And what have you like enjoyed in the past too?
Okay, so I was never out to enjoy or disapprove of
Mhm.
Taylor Swift's new album.
okay.
I was
Right.
going to sample it like just an observer because a friend said, you have to listen to this and then let's talk about it.
And then let's talk. I like it. Okay, here's the
But it was like a
assignment.
super,
Work
yeah, and it was. And it was like the busiest weekend ever. And my parents were in town. And I thought, I have to drive anyway. I'll just throw it on for a little bit while I take this one kid to this one place.
Now, is this Life of a Showgirl?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
the most recent.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm obsessed now
Okay.
with that album.
We've
it.
talked about this. I'm in the minority with you because some of the Swifties are not very happy with it, but I'm one of the
Love
people where I was just kind of like, and I'm not a huge Taylor Swift fan.
I mean, I don't,
I
I won't
I enjoyed it. I thought
Yeah,
it was fine.
really like this specific album. And there's certain songs of hers in the past that I really did enjoy. But I was never,
I'm not
like a fan.
Right.
Yes.
Like some
yes.
people are
Take
just,
it or leave it.
yeah,
It's music. That's
yeah.
the way I look
But
at
I
it.
would never say to someone, you're ridiculous for how much you like
Yes.
a certain band because we all know my past,
Yeah.
right? Like,
We were definitely going to be bringing that up today. What she's alluding to, hang in there.
And so, it's just like whatever moves you in the moment. And I think that's the cool thing about music is for whatever reason, there's something about the way a song is arranged or the instruments or the lyrics
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
that pull you out of whatever you're doing in the moment and make you just stop and like kind of catch your breath a second. I love when a song or an album has that effect. And there's so many just fascinating things about this album that it's really what I'm just sort of nonstop.
Oh yeah, and it's purely entertainment, and that's if we're sitting here talking
Yeah.
about it, they've done their job. Whether it's a movie
sure.
or music, that is the job of to entertain and get us talking.
And to that end, I think I enjoy above and beyond just the album how much I see other people on TikTok enjoying the albums. There
Uh-huh.
are like middle-aged men doing
Uh-huh.
how-to dance
Oh, yeah.
videos.
oh yeah,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That just thrills me. Like she has engaged all the age groups and she has captured the attention of
is Nate a fan?
Yeah.
Nate loves the Backstreet Boys.
Go bless.
and
That's
We
good news.
okay.
I think
Don't
we
get us
pivot.
started
we
because
hate to cut you off on Taylor Swift, but we now need to pivot.
Right.
that's
You-
our bread and butter
I mean,
right
here
there.
we are. Your love of music, though, has immensely evolved into a really a high standard, I would say. The way you just broke down the Taylor Swift album, but now we're going to take it back. The love of one of your first favorites was
Yeah.
Hanson,
Right.
the brother group of the 90s.
Right. And it goes back to, too, like, a lot of people got on board with that specific group because of Bop. It was super catchy. Who couldn't love that song? But for me, I always liked them. But again, I didn't love or hate them. Same with, like, I could take it or leave it.
Yeah.
It was when my husband, Nate, was in Iraq and I was working a morning show at the time and I was driving 45 minutes to work back and forth every day. And as you know, working a morning show, it's kind of isolating because you're there.
Oh yeah.
Before anyone else is at the station. It's a microscopic crew. It's just a few of you. And I live so far away. So it's not like I could even, I don't know. My social life was really narrow and I was working a ton of hours. Long story short. And my husband was in Iraq and it was like during a war, right?
Yeah.
So
my.
I just sort of went into autopilot. And it was looking back, it was a lot. I was just getting by, like not really present in my life. And so I'm on my way home one day and a song comes on the radio and it was Penny and Me by Hanson. And it was like the first 3 chords. It stopped me and it just it like piqued my interest. And by the end of the song, I like, when something moves you,
Mhm.
it wasn't even the lyrics. They're catchy. It was just like, it was the actual like music itself.
The actual
So
production. of it.
yeah. Well, then that led to what else? Where else can I find more? Because I don't know if it was is it dopamine or serotonin?
Dopamine.
One of the
yes.
two. I
will go with that.
felt like happiness high.
Yeah.
And I felt a happiness high that I had not felt for months. And if you've ever gone through like a dark season.
Yes.
I don't know why or how it happens, but sometimes you just find yourself there. And when something, even momentarily, can lift your spirits, you treasure that thing more than gold, right?
Oh, yeah.
So that's how music is so powerful, is because it has the ability to bring you out, and it's different for everybody. And I would never criticize anyone's music choice because you don't know what will move somebody. And so for me, it was a song that really never made the charts. Didn't have to for me. It was just the thing. So I really, I loved the band because of how their music made me feel and how it brought joy. So, and also, if there's something you don't know about me, while I'm friendly and I just love people in general, I have this core group at the middle. And when I love them, I just love them hard, right? And like, that is, I don't know how to say this, like, my friend Laura and I was going to tell you too. My friend Laura and I bonded over this group, and for years we would go travel to see their concerts. But then, as time goes on, it passes, and it's not like I don't love Hanson anymore. I just don't listen to the music quite like I used to. Does that make sense? Like you grow and you change and your interests change and you move on to other types of music.
So moving from, our early stage of music, as you said, we have evolved and grown up. Our tastes have grown up a little here. So Jackie, that brings us to today. What are you listening to now in the phase of life that you're in? What's a song you like to work out or pumps you up in the morning, or you'd go see them in concert today?
So all this to say, I feel like even how I listen to music has changed. And let me just take a step before. I'm not trying to avoid your question.
No.
But in the same way that before apps, you would only get your news like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and now you can also get it on your phone. You used to get your music only on the radio. And now I am introduced to most music through people using it as their backgrounds on TikTok.
That's so
But
true.
me too, though.
But us too. I agree with that.
And so I don't always know who they are.
Yeah.
Because it's just someone's background to whatever they're doing. And sometimes they're dancing to the song, but sometimes it's just their background with something that has nothing to do with the music.
Yeah.
And so
Over here searching for it.
Yeah, most of it's like, oh, I love this one. But
who is it?
Right.
That's exactly right. That is such. I'm so glad you brought that up. That happened to me the other day. I was doom scrolling. Again, the dopamine levels were going down, and I was doom scrolling my TikTok.
Listen, you got to do what you got to do to get there.
Also, Jackie Monroe, you take this conversation wherever you want to. We love everything you're sharing with us today. It's giving people a chance to get to know you on a different level.
Sure.
But no, that's so true. TikTok is a whole beast in itself, and what's trending. What are your kids listening to that you kind of are like gravitating to?
Well, that's just kind of what happens is I listen to whatever they have on because when we go places, they're like, my phone gets plugged in and they're reaching for it and they're controlling, The other day it was,
Jackie. Here we are.
The other day it was Cat's Eye, Gabriella, and
there's
just
good choice.
The whole, and then what we do is we create a station and then you get a whole bunch more songs like that. So that's just the one I can remember looking at the big old screen and seeing, but
that's a good choice.
You play music. Tell us a little bit. If no one knows this, I learned this from your interview with Jeff Lyons. Again, highly recommend listen to that. You get the origin story there. We're taking it a step different here. Jackie, you play piano as well.
I do. Okay, so again, like when you grow up and you have a teacher and you have to perform at the end of the year, I did the whole technical aspect until I was 18. But my favorite way to play and my favorite thing to do is, I feel like it's not like you guys, I do not live on TikTok, okay? But do you know those duet with me's or something? Okay. So someone will be singing something and I'll run to the piano and I'm trying to figure out the key and I'm like playing along. And the other day was just, that is how I kind of cut loose or I, have fun, is to hear a song, go at least send out the chorus or something like that, and then play it until I'm satisfied and I move along.
I love that.
One time here in Evansville, they had a piano company come to town and they rented a ballroom at Old National Events Plaza. And this is before I had a piano. I had been living in an apartment. We just had our first house. And I begged Nate, I'm like, I know we're not going to get one today, but let's just go. Let's just go,
Let's just go see do with puppies.
Yeah, right. Right. So he could not care less. So he's talking to sort of the salespeople, and I started on one end, and they had a radio going, kind of just in the back of the room for noise. And whatever was on, by the time the song was over, I had a bit of the song sort of down, and I was moving from piano to piano until I found the one that sounded the best. And that's where I stayed, and I kept doing what I was doing. Well, naturally, the one that sounds, it's like the most expensive piano.
Of course.
Yeah, because I wasn't looking at the price tags, but that was just something that was interesting. Yeah. Oops. And so a couple days go by, and I'm back in the newsroom, and my phone rings, and it's the salesman from the piano company. And he asked me if I was interested in leaving news, would I want to come sell pianos? Because
Wow.
he thought that someone who knew how to play would really be able to convey what makes an instrument sound a certain way, and how did I find my way to that one, and what did I like about it. And he was trying to just have me articulate it because he himself didn't know how to play, but he was tasked with selling them. And in a way, it's the strangest compliment.
It really is.
Isn't it? Like, it's the
Oh my
strangest
gosh,
compliment.
yes.
But it was a compliment. And for me, it was just something that I did for fun. It was something that, when you're a kid, you're just supposed to get through your lesson, and it was more about the technique and the theory and time signatures and keys, and now it's just,
which I'm glad didn't pull you away from it, because some people, I know I played golf in high school, and by the end of high school, I didn't want to pick up a club for a couple years. I kind of got burnt out.
Yes.
But you still enjoy playing.
Yes. Well, for sure. Yeah. And I think you have to honor the things that do bring you joy. Because I am competitive at board games. It's Christmas time. Yeah. So don't misunderstand I'm just not competitive in the pool.
Oh, you should see my family with catchphrase. Oh my gosh, it is cutthroat.
I want to be there at the next game night. Okay.
You have to come.
I would love
full invitation.
Okay.
Well, I tell you what, I would be remiss if we end our music segment with not talking about your child. I know that you have a daughter that's very involved in musical theater as well. If you want to just touch on that as much as you want.
Yeah. So it's she actually
I saw this on your
saw
Facebook.
it too.
Yeah.
I was so excited for you guys.
I'm really proud of her because she's a freshman, and it used to be that freshmen couldn't even go out unless they sought it out or unless they were sort of invited to take part. It was really something that, sophomores and up did. But they do open it up now to all the grades. And she went out for the fall play, and then they just had auditions last week for the spring musical, and they're doing Tuck Everlasting, and she landed the role of Winnie Foster, which is one of the main characters, and it's fantastic. Yeah, I'm really proud of her.
Oh my gosh.
She
too, as a freshman.
Oh yeah.
It was really she has been talking about this role. Do you think I have a chance, Mom? And I remind her all the time, like, listen, there are no giants. If you say that someone is more worthy, more deserving, better, just because they're older, just because they're bigger, listen, there are some talented kids at Mater Dei. But I think it's a great lesson for everybody in life that, why not me? It's okay to dream big. And if you never try, you will never achieve. So why not try? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, just go out for it.
There's a thing called imposter syndrome.
Oh, sure.
And they were just talking, a podcast I enjoy. There's 3 actors, Sean Hayes, Jason Bateman, and I think Will Arnett.
Yes.
It's and they have A-list Oscar winners come on their show. And a lot of them all deal with the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's in Hollywood very prevalent. And it's even in the news industry. I even struggle with, should I be doing this? Am I good enough to be here and do this? And it's imposter syndrome. And I wish we did not have that in us. But I'm sure that, we all have a little bit of that, but that's humility as well, I think.
It is, but I think it's especially prevalent when you're a performer or somebody who's in front of the camera, either be it theater or in journalism, radio, whatever. If you have an audience, the distance that you feel you might fall is greater, and nobody wants to have what they're doing be recorded, repeated, go viral for the wrong reasons, right? So I would say that it's probably even more prevalent in people who are in any of those industries, but that's even a greater reason to do it, because that is where you learn, is it not? Like when you fall, when you make mistakes, you're like, now I know what not to do next time. Right. And listen, I feel like if you do the things that are scary, that is where you make your greatest leaps and bounds, and it is the biggest payoff, right? Like, Do it.
100%.
Confidence isn't something you have, it's something you learn,
Oh,
I
for
think.
sure.
So do you tell Ava that she earned it? And, can we say names on the podcast?
Yeah.
We like to keep our lives a little
Yes.
private here in this industry. But I will say, we wanted to ask you about her connection with musical theater as well.
Yeah.
And I don't know, does Jude play any instruments? Since we still are on our music topic,
Yeah.
we'll get to our next topic in a minute. We promise. It's so fun talking
so
to you.
fun.
I told her
yeah,
we'd be
thank
here
you.
for about 20 minutes, and
Here
it's
we
gonna
are.
be longer. But
No,
we
that's
can't help
fine. That's fine.
ourselves.
He does not play instruments, although he's got a little bit of me in him. He'll hear a song, also on TikTok, and then I'll hear a few notes. He slips into the piano room, and you can hear him kind of trying to sound it out. Neither one has shown an interest in any specific instrument. And yes, it is easier to learn if you pick it up when you're little.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But again, I mean, I feel like no limits.
Hey,
No.
that's right.
There's still time.
I told Aaron I'd ask 90% of the questions because I'm such a Jackie Monroe fan. I'll
know.
wrap it
So
up with
funny.
the musical section. One more question was quickly, since we talk about musicals, do you guys, your kids, your husband and you, do you guys have any favorite musicals that you like to watch? I know you mentioned Wicked right now, but Tuck Everlasting, I'm sure, will become one of your favorites in the house soon. But
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I went to New York in September with 3 girlfriends, and we had the best time because the trip was 4 musicals.
oh, wow.
Okay.
Aaron and I are like, huh,
Yeah, we're like,
we'll wait for our
let's
invite. It's
go.
fine.
New York City is just the best place to
Yeah.
do that. But we saw one called Maybe Happy Ending, which that was wonderful. It was
Mhm.
about it's kind of like AI. Can an AI character fall in love? And it explores relationships in a way that's so interesting, and even the way they did the set design. If you go sit in the middle, don't sit on the sides. And then what was the other one that just killed me? It was so good. I'm having a brain fart moment because you asked me on the spot. But
The Lion King.
Yeah.
I have seen that one.
It was
Sounds like
Cats.
Minneapolis.
Fun fact, I saw
Children's
that.
Theater is doing Cats in June. If you
Really?
do want to see Cats, it'll be the junior version. But yeah,
We'll add that to our local events
Yep.
when that comes up
Yeah.
on our
Yep.
show. So if it
Um,
comes to you, you could think about it. We put you on
Yeah,
the
we
spot.
did.
Right.
We didn't give you
No,
any warning.
We said, Jackie, what are your favorite movies? Music. Who would play you in a movie? What is everything you like now? You can think about it. And
But we did see Six and Ragtime while we were there, but it was it's the one where I'll think of it and I'll let you know.
Okay.
edit.
Yeah.
We'll edit
Yeah.
this out.
And the reason that I really enjoyed it is because, first of all, Broadway, there are so many things that costume wise and set design wise, how did they even do that? And in the audience, I think I'm like, I need to see this again just so I can catch all the things I missed. I love when a
Right.
show leaves me just sort of speechless. And I thought, it can't be another year till I get back here. I have to go see more.
I think that doing musicals and my love of live performance and theater led me to doing this.
You're not wrong, right? I think there's a lot of crossover. And I did just think of it.
Oh,
It's
good.
Death Becomes Her.
Oh, that was worth
Oh
the
my
wait.
gosh.
Worth the wait.
It is really-
Michelle,
Yeah. Was it Megan Hilty doing
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Mhm.
And Michelle Williams.
If you
right?
see,
Yeah,
if,
Michelle.
if you see the movie, then you know the storyline.
Mhm.
But the stage adaptations are so fun, and the dancers and just the way they put it on. I didn't find theater like this until my daughter got into theater, so it's interesting too how your interests change as your life develops and unfolds, and things that you learn and love for the first time, even as a middle-aged lady.
Hey,
Right?
listen, any season of life, I love the journey of music
Discovery,
and
right.
discovery
Mhm.
and bring it on. I will say I'm a little bit of everything. I'm all over the place. I always said if somebody looked at my playlist, they would probably think I'm a serial killer.
gosh, me
'Cause
That's the best, though. I love that.
I'm a little bit at everywhere too. So
Yeah.
I dabble in country, but not too far.
Okay. Say it to this end. Do you
Uh-huh.
ever hear like a 90s country song
Yeah,
and
girl.
you're just like, you are back
Oh,
in
I'm
wherever
back
we
in
were?
my grandmother's
Oh.
Subaru.
For sure.
Button.
And there's like nothing that beats that feeling. It's like you time travel for 2 minutes and 35 seconds or however long this.
I hear a Shania Twain song and I'm like,
I
oh,
know.
me and my grandmother just chilling.
Yeah.
That's what I think of every
It is
time.
the best. I mean, it just soothes you, doesn't
Yes.
it? Mhm.
And that was the best time for country.
I-
dare
I agree.
say.
I agree.
A lot of people
Love
always
it.
say, "Oh, I don't really." No offense, I don't listen to today's country music because I do a little bit of interviewing down there with the.
It's a
current
lot of
artists.
pop, right? I mean,
It's very
Mhm.
I like it. There's nothing, I like it, but
Hey, to each their own, and that's what it's
Mhm.
all about
That's
today.
right.
Yes.
And we've talked such a good conversation here. We could talk this topic of music. I'm telling you, this is why we do this show.
Music brings everybody together.
We never run out.
Right.
Each week, we always have something from movies, music, TV, you name it. Briefly, TV. Any favorite TV shows? If you could list the top 3 of Jackie Monroe's all-time TV shows, what would they be?
Oh, top 3 of all time. Oh, this is going to be hard. Oh my gosh. What if I did like one from each era?
Sure,
That's
yeah.
perfect. We'll take it, Jackie.
Okay. So I would say in the 80s, it was Unsolved Mysteries. Did you ever watch Unsolved Mysteries?
Those actually scared me as a kid.
I know. I think it's honestly what fostered my love for news.
Jackie, that's dark. I love it.
Right? Yeah. Because, and Robert, what's his name's voice? In that grovelly voice.
Yes.
That's Mike Blake here, actually. He does the voiceovers now.
Right. So Unsolved Mysteries in the 80s. In the 90s, it was Friends because I was around for the first time of Friends.
I wondered if you'd say Friends.
Yeah.
I knew I'd be asking you that question today. I was like, I bet Jackie liked Friends.
Yeah, for sure. In the 2000s, I was really into, that was when you first saw like Temptation Island and that garbage TV. Like, it's so like, I don't like it. Again, it's competition, but like kind of for the wrong reasons. But when I was in that stage of my life, I was down with it, okay with it, loved to see it, And then I got kind of into like more like documentary type shows or history. Because by that time, everybody had cable, everybody had whatever, and you could get History Channel, you could get whatever you wanted. And I kind of moved away from like episode type TV into, just sort of history. And did you ever watch on, I think it was probably the Comedy Channel, but it was like drunk history.
Yes. We love
So
drunk
fun.
history. That's actually really what we do every week in our show.
Isn't that so fun?
Jackie Monroe loves
Because
drunk history.
it also mixes like the costuming and like they've got like the
I just love that they use the drunk person's dialogue and incorporate it into the acting.
Yeah.
My husband introduced me to that.
Brilliant.
It's so good.
Brilliant. I don't even know if it's still on, but it should be.
It should be.
That's actually, I think, one of the trickiest things. There's so much out there. You can't even begin to scratch the surface. And I know there's things that exist that I've never even seen that I'd love. But, and that's why I'm usually the one asking people, like, what do you...
You've done a great
My friends
job
are
today.
irritated with me. What are you reading right now? I'm always asking them, what are you reading? Like, what are you watching? Because if they're like-minded, I want more of that. It takes away the legwork of trying to sample so much yourself and figure out if something really... captures your interest. I want to know what my friends are into,
So you're a big reader as well then.
No, so I audiobook read because I
mean, you're driving the kids everywhere. You gotta.
But listen, it's more than that. I don't know if your brain works this way, but I remember and retain and visualize better when I'm listening and I'm doing something. So if I'm like... and I can be doing anything. I mean, I can be, but I'm working with my hands or I'm in the middle of something. If I'm arranging, organizing, whatever. If I'm listening, I can remember it better than if I'm just sitting and reading. Do either of you experience this?
I don't think I just realized that till now. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you go first.
No, you go first. See,
well, if you insist.
Please.
I've honestly never listened to an audiobook before. Is that weird or not? I'm very like a hardcover person.
I feel like
Old
you're one or
school.
the other.
Very old school.
My sister loves a tangible hardcover
I do too.
book.
Yeah.
Now, not necessarily books, but you're making me realize this for the first time today. I think maybe I learned the same way because one of my favorite hobbies, if you will, because I'm a lame person, is going home when I'm cleaning my house. I put on my big headphones and I listen to like the Mel Robbins podcast or
Absolutely.
I'm a podcast
love
listener
listening
too.
to podcasts.
Sure.
I haven't done an audiobook yet. I love the TV show and the movie. I will wait till the screen adaptation of a story comes to life. But if I were to get into, I've read a few books over my life. I like real stories about like people I idolize. I'll read like their autobiography and stuff. But no, to that end, I do think I do the same thing. I like to listen while working. So
plus it helps you keep things moving. And then you don't feel guilty.
Yes.
Nobody should feel guilty for reading. But
oh yeah,
the amount like 9 hours to listen to a book versus, not doing something for those 9 hours, I feel I just
luxury, a life of luxury.
Right, exactly.
I will say now, if
Exactly.
something's on TV though, I don't get things done because I want to sit down and pay attention. And I think I'm a one track. So interesting, good to know. Okay.
It's just fun to notice,
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, We talked movies, music, a little bit in between,
Yeah.
which I love. And now let's get on to what's the next topic here? Do we want to go into celeb news, or we put Jackie through enough today?
We did put
I think we've put her through enough
God
today.
bless her.
You've been
But
an angel.
we do have some fun
The fun
little
game.
rapid fire questions for you.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
yes.
You guys,
Yes.
rapid fire.
Please, can we take a minute?
Yeah.
Sweet Aaron.
Oh my
get to-
gosh. Well, it would be better if they were in color, but
These are
Oh,
little what's the
Remember
trend flashcards.
those are great.
because apparently
They're
14 News is
homemade.
on a budget. We can't get a color printer around here. so-
Or we could,
There
you
we
know
go.
what? I found one, but I'm too far away from it
It's
to
okay.
even
It's a
hook in.
long
But you know what?
This
I
was
do what I
Aaron's idea.
can.
It's
Yes.
cute.
So
These are what we call speed questions. Then we're
Oh
gonna
my
end the
word.
show with. I know. I'll be honest.
Speed.
If I
but they're
were-
easy.
I
They're
would be the
very
same.
easy.
Promise?
I promise. I promise.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm just like you. I'm like, please don't ask me these questions. I don't know.
Okay. I'll do
Okay.
odd numbers, you do even.
Okay, hang on, my brain. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Summer or fall?
Summer or fall? I would say spring, but summer.
Okay.
Early bird or night owl?
Early bird now. Used to be night
Mm.
owl.
No, well, obviously
Yeah,
same when I work
right.
nights. Netflix or YouTube?
Netflix.
Pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes.
Talking or texting?
Talking.
Facebook or Instagram?
Facebook.
No, that's
No,
fine.
I know, but like you guys.
Yeah,
Okay.
Take it away.
yeah. You can
My
explain.
kids tell me
Mm.
that only old people are on Facebook.
We're on Facebook.
I'm on the book. I love Facebook.
I know.
The kids these days,
I know.
they'll never understand.
But it's you know what? Facebook's a good time capsule too.
I
You know what I
agree.
mean?
It's like a diary.
Exactly.
It's
Whether
like-
we
and a photo of
like it or not, those memories,
You ever?
those
Oh,
Facebook
you ever
memories,
get your 2012 Facebook or whatever?
they haunt me. Like
Some of the stuff and the way
I
we
was like,
posted.
what was I thinking?
I said,
so
I'm like,
cringy.
there is no one I have least in common with than Facebook version of me from 2009.
I
Like,
agree.
who is that
Yes,
person?
I was
agree.
like, well, thank God I've grown since then as a person.
Beautiful mindset, right? Look at how far
It's a
I've
good
come.
reminder of
Right.
like who you used to be,
Yeah.
and who you are now.
And you have to hold space for him.
100%.
I agree
Exactly.
though. Facebook all day, every day, guys.
Yes.
Just saying.
This one's easy. Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
100%. Whoa, that was
That was
quick.
I've ordered myself for Christmas only talking to dogs today sweatshirt.
I love
I
that.
love that. That's great. I know it's funny. We have strong opinions here. Mitch Carter's a cat guy.
Yes.
Mitch Carter, he's got 2
What?
cats now.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a cat guy. So listen,
When he and Jordan
Yep,
were
they had
they had
Moo.
Mitch's dog
Oh,
Jordan's dog.
Yeah,
Oh,
Solo.
Yeah.
Yes, and then I
So
think Mitch
Mitch's
was.
cat.
Yeah.
He has a cat. He has
Mhm.
2 now.
He's
I
got
know.
2.
Wow.
And I
2
grew up having
babies.
cats, and now I have dogs. So I don't know. I don't know where
Yeah.
I land, Jackie. I don't know.
I do like
Birds.
cats. I'm just allergic. I love bird TikTok. Have you landed on the bird side of TikTok
I
with
have
the grays, the
not.
talking grays, Gizmo? No,
Uh-uh.
The internet is such
Well,
a fabulous.
I
be
have
fair-
learned about myself that maybe I'm on TikTok too much.
Never.
I just, it's like, listen, you get somewhere and the kids aren't coming out for 10 minutes. That's such an easy, quick way
It's
to pass
funny.
time. But then it goes away and you're to your next place, your next thing.
Your algorithm really makes you have to take a hard look at yourself.
I
too.
know,
started
right?
Getting a lot of Britney Spears content. I
So,
was like,
yeah.
I need to ease up in this, so it's fine.
Sometimes I'm like, is my TikTok trying to tell me
Something.
something?
Okay, what is it? What is it that you're getting?
Oh,
See, she's being the interviewer.
no,
now.
I'm
know.
curious
I'm
because
like,
the same thing happened to me.
Ask me next. What am I going to
well,
say?
I want to know because I want to understand why it keeps feeding. Does it think that I have this thing?
That's
Oh,
what I
for
think. Yeah,
sure,
sometimes-
For sure.
That is crazy.
also, if you look up one thing on your phone,
One time.
it'll go. You can go to your TikTok, and it's gonna be right there for you. And I'm like, oh my
I
God.
started going disinterested, like tagging it as
Yes.
because I don't want to see it in my feed anymore.
Jackie Monroe algorithm. I'm glad we got into that today too. It's the Wild West. Okay, are we on evens again? I'm bad
Yeah,
at math.
sorry,
okay.
sorry.
This is
We're-
supposed to be rapid fire.
No,
Wait,
no,
this
it's
week,
fine.
listen,
we're
you take
getting to
this.
know you more. That's kind of
There's
what
a
this
whole-
is
You
about.
guys already know a lot about me.
Mm.
I know. I was
Sorry,
jealous.
sorry.
Aaron got to work with you. I was like, everyone's told me like you guys would be such good
Uh-huh.
friends, and I was like, would be. We are.
We are.
We're Facebook friends, and that brings us full circle. Facebook's king. Okay, so giving or receiving presents.
Absolutely giving. I love it. In fact, that's funny you even bring that up because I think one of my toxic traits is accidentally making people feel like they owe me something
Mm.
because when I love hard. And I end up overgiving or overshowing up. And that's a problem because it makes the other person feel like they're not doing enough for me, but I don't want anything. I just, like, if I care about you, I care about you, and I'll see something that reminds me of you, so I will grab it and I will surprise you with it, and it feels like, you know, I don't know, like now I owe her something, or it's never that
It's your love
way.
language.
Yeah, it kind of
It's a real
is.
thing.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
kind of is, and yeah, I never want to make anyone feel that way, but on the flip side, I have a hard time saying no, I'd rather leave that there when I know it would bring them joy. Like, I can't do it.
Like, I gotta get it. So,
Yeah.
well,
And it's not just grabbing things that remind me of people, but it's, doing things for people, or, I just want to help where I
can.
can.
Yes.
And I don't
well,
know.
you're genuine about it. You
Yes.
can tell you
You're not trying to gain anything.
No.
My big sister's similar, and she'll get me things, and she's like, I just saw it and thought of you, Kate."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Okay." And as a
Yeah.
little sister, we don't mind getting gifts. Jackie, if you ever want to show your love to
Yes.
Aaron and I, we won't
Yes.
be mad.
Yes.
Okay, buy the thing.
Yeah.
I love that,
If you
though.
if you must,
If you
go.
must.
Night in or night out?
I could go either way.
Either way.
If we're going to a new restaurant to try, night out, I love a night in.
Mm.
I love to, I really have a cozy home.
Set up.
And there's nothing better than a night with no plans and the lamp lights are on, the fire's going, you know what I mean? And there's music on, and then we've made something delicious together. The kids, when I'm in the kitchen, they are right there. They're not doing anything. They're at the table or they're at the island, or they're near. And Nate too, like the smell will reach its way upstairs, and before you know it, everyone's gathered because the kitchen really is, the crossroads. And so a night in like that, any day of the week. These days are going by so fast. And
especially during the winter too.
for sure. And anytime to capture any of that, I'd rather stay in. So it's hard. It could go either way.
Feels like a Hallmark movie right there.
Yes.
It's true. It's so true. I'm with you on that. Let's see. Fiction or nonfiction?
I'm going to actually lean towards nonfiction. Sometimes the craziest things that are true could never even be imagined up, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's a great point.
Yes.
So great.
Coffee or tea?
Again, both. But I'm leaning towards tea. I really got hooked on English breakfast tea before I learned in England that you can do cream and sugar in your tea. That's not really something Americans do.
Yeah.
We also leave our tea bag in the tea. If you order tea at a restaurant, they'll often serve it like that. You shouldn't do that. It makes it bitter. So once I went and I kind of learned how they do an English tea, then I started sampling teas, and now I have a whole tea cupboard.
I love that.
I'm tea now.
That's amazing.
But I like
loves
coffee
hard
too.
and she teas hard.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
Finally, beach or mountain vacay? That's a good one. I love to know this answer with people.
I would say beach only because there's something about the water.
Yeah.
And the movement of the water and just the energy that you get from the water, being in the water. Have you ever been somewhere? Have you ever been to Hawaii by chance?
No.
In my mind
I would
and on my
love to.
TikTok.
I've been to Mexico, but that's as close as I've.
I don't remember Mexico being this way, but the waves in Hawaii, the faces, even on the north shore of like Oahu, you don't even go in that water. You can surf it, but I mean, the faces get way high. It's not safe to be in that water. But even in the safe places, they'll lift you up, and then when they set you back down, the water comes down to your knees, and then you're back up like this, right? And so sort of just wave bouncing, there's something just, I would pick that any day over a mountain cabin, I guess.
Fair enough.
Yeah, the views are gorgeous, but
Get to look at nature in
Also,
the
you
mountains.
don't have to worry
in
about
nature.
yeah, you get to feel it at the beach.
Yeah. No, it's funny. Where do you like on vacation? What is a vacation like with Jackie Monroe? Are you a doer or are you just...
I'm a doer, actually.
Okay.
I mean, you asked beach and or mount.
That's when we know we've kept
Hey.
our guests longer than the
God
4
bless
Mountain
it.
or beach. But I think I'm more of like a city.
Mm.
I like a city. I like architecture. I like the theater there and the museum. So if I could like pick quick any vacation, it would be like long weekend, in
New
a
York.
city. Yeah, New York,
That's
Chicago,
awesome.
London.
Well, we can't wait to go to your next New York trip when we all go with
Yes.
you and go to the shows
Just-
on Broadway. So
We would have so
book it
much
now.
fun. Can I
We
just state
really
for the
would.
record, we would have a lot of fun.
Oh, everybody loves you here at the station.
Yes.
It's one of those things too.
I can't wait to go to the newsroom and say hi.
Oh my
I know
gosh,
we'll
they're
wrap
gonna-
this up. I will say, everybody, I know you, but we've never got to spend an extended time together.
Wouldn't it have been fun? I wish you could have come.
I know.
2 years
I just
earlier.
picked one. I just went where I interned, and then I said I'll work here for a couple years, and then I come back, and we are like two ships passing in the night. Is what that was.
You get to carry the torch.
It is an honor. Oh my goodness,
It's great.
true honor. Anything else you want to add in today's show? We were going to put you through a bunch of Christmas questions, but
God bless you. We're not going to keep you any longer than we
have
have
kept
to.
you way too long.
But
truly.
no, I just want to thank you so much for coming on. We really appreciate it.
I am going to try my best to watch this back and not like cringe because I think we all, at myself.
Yeah, but
Do you know what I'm saying? Because
oh my gosh.
in fact, if I could just edit this out, I know I'll cringe at this when I watch this because sometimes, when you're just being honest and your guard is down,
Mhm.
you're sort of,
the wheels
thinking
are
as you're
turning.
thinking.
Yes.
And as you know in news, when you're on a live shot especially, you never know, what's going to develop and when or what new information you're going to get between this live shot and the next time you have to go live. So you do sort of have this inner monologue, and that does not go away after you leave the business. You still
It's true.
sort of have the natural tendency to just sort of think as
You're like,
ideas come into your mind.
We are who we are, and I
That's
mean,
right.
I lean into it more. Especially, you've opened that window for us to just have a fun conversation with you today and be
Sure.
ourselves.
Mhm.
So
Oh, for
thank you.
sure.
We put you on the spot. We made you vulnerable, and we went off all the fun side roads. That was so much fun to talk to you today.
Anytime.
Yes, we appreciate it.
If
Thank
you have
so
someone
much.
cancel, then we'll do the thing where we switch. And we'll
Yes.
get to one of
Oh
you.
no!
I would love
Like
it.
you guys turned to me. I'm like, wait, am
Yeah.
I? Oh no! I'm sweating already.
Just let me know. I'll come with
Just
my
like
questions.
have that maniacal smile on my
Yes.
face.
Well, Jackie, we'll end with this. I would be remiss if I didn't leave with one final question from you, and that is, getting to know you was very fun today.
Thank
I
you.
feel like I know even more about you than I ever could have imagined. So thank you for letting us put you through this today. Is there anything you would like to leave the tri-state with that you've always wanted them to know about you on a different level outside of Jackie Monroe news anchor, but Jackie Monroe the person, and just let people know about you that they never knew before?
Oh man, that is a huge question. And it's funny because I can't think of one in this moment, but I can tell you when I was working in news
Mhm.
and somebody would not like the way you said something or not like something that you did, and they would email you specifically, and you could just feel sort of the accusatory tone.
Mhm.
It would be for them, I wish they could know me. Like that whole feeling, like I wish they knew that that's not how it unfolded or never the intention or, that kind of thing. But the one thing to that same end that I've learned is it is really the greatest flex to just let someone be wrong about you too, right? Like
I remember
That
a
is-
few emails that you would send back, but not in a mean way. It would just be like a correction of the word that they did not use, right? And I was like, that's the way to do it.
well, or, one time it was they didn't like the way I pronounced a certain word or something. And I wasn't trying to be flippant, but I honestly extended them an invitation to just come read a block of news so that they could see what it's like to have someone in your ear like telling you, hey, we're cutting this story, we're dropping this, or hey, we're going to go to this net cut. We don't have the video for that, cut to commercial. Meanwhile, they can't see it. You're trying to keep your composure, and then a wasp goes by your face. Like
that was a
Story
yes.
for another
nobody
day.
at home knows all those things, and they will call and be critical because they don't like the way you said a word. And I think one of the greatest things I ever learned was it is just plainly okay to let someone be wrong about you.
Yeah.
And it's not your job to let them, to try to teach them who you really are.
Yeah.
It's not your job.
Your opinion of me is none of my business.
Mind what's on your own plate, and I'll mind mine, and we're good, right?
Yes.
And life is good, Jackie. I know you took a tremendous step for your family in a new season that you're embracing and thriving. And I know you've just been a face of the tri-state that is still very much known and loved. And you have left a lasting imprint that unfortunately for you will never go away. We're sorry. The tri-state, we love you. We can't say bye to Jackie Monroe. And you're not going anywhere. You're out there. You are just still, out with your family and your friends. I love when we see you out and about in the community. I encourage you to say hi to this sweet, wonderful woman because, as I said, she's everything you'd hope she would be in person.
Well, I was going to tell you this too. I know we keep trying to say this is what a Minnesotan does. Okay, have you ever heard of the Minnesota goodbye? It takes like 45 minutes.
It's similar to the Casie and Aaron goodbye. Keep going.
Yeah,
I don't want
Are
this.
you a Minnesotan? By chance?
Not. I will be today for you.
Right in. You can come with me there sometime. I'll show you all around. But what I was going to say too is, I have most recently. I got my realtor's license, and next spring I'm teaching at Modern Day for us. I mean, this is crazy. It's all these different things that I'm not trying to do any of these things for a job, but Nate has rental property, so I thought, well, I'll buy and sell, and I'll do this on. Maybe I'll do this, and then Deacon Dan at our church, he is the president at Modern Day. He said, we're hiring a full-time speech teacher in the fall. We need some help for this. Could you just teach a speech class in spring semester? So I said, absolutely. So I'm doing that too. And let me just tell you, the flexibility has been great. Yes, I'm around still. And even though I'm not doing, news anymore, I still feel like, I'm in the community and I'm still around.
It's still in your
DNA.
DNA.
You don't have to be. I mean, that is incredible. Spread your talents. Yeah. Oh my, the journey continues.
You never know where it will take you. Just be open. I think that's been my biggest surprise too. Is if you would have asked me 5 years ago, I mean, I just thought I was going to do news forever. And while I miss news, the hours just weren't compatible with like where my family was at that time. Yeah. And you don't get those years back. That's the thing that I kept coming back to. Like, I won't get that back. And then you have to weigh it, right? Oh, if I did this at home, my kids would say 6'7", 6'7".
Oh, man.
So I can't do this anymore at home.
It's okay. We did that. My nephew was like, please stop. So, she's not a regular aunt. She's a cool aunt. No, is there anything else you wanted to share with us while we had you on today? We are so grateful. Anything at all. This is your show.
Just to thank you for inviting me. I got that text and I mean, I wouldn't have missed it. It's something that it allows me to sort of come home, right? I get to come back to the place where I spent years of my life at night. And I miss all your faces, and I really am grateful to you for everything that you do and continue to do, and that you're trying new things like your podcast, and that you're stepping outside your comfort zone.
Very
Look at us
much
go.
so.
We're sweating, but we're trying.
You go. Trying new things and being
when,
bold about it.
When we have good guests like you on, it makes our show easier. And this was episode 20, which is another reason.
Congratulations.
Sweet Jackie Monroe on. Oh my goodness. I've looked up to you for years in the news business, but I am enjoying this new season, as I've been saying, of getting to become a friend of yours.
Absolutely.
Now. So jealous of everyone that knew you here, but
I know.
So anyways, thank you for your time,
I loved
Aaron.
working with you.
I almost thought of another story, but that would really be the Minnesota goodbye. I'll just tell you after the podcast.
Okay.
And there you have it, folks. We will end this show whenever Jackie Monroe is ready to end the show. We'll keep her here for hours, friends. Again, Jackie, happy holidays to you and your family.
You too.
And you said you're going on a trip. Enjoy your trip.
Thank you.
And Aaron, anything you want to leave Jackie with today?
Just that I love you, and you're just such a good colleague to work with, and we miss you here so much.
Oh, miss you guys too.
You are an icon, Jackie Monroe. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
What an incredible conversation with Jackie Monroe.
So much fun. It's so cool to get to know all those little things about her that nobody else would really know if we didn't, ask her about it, I guess, for lack of a better phrase.
Exactly. Our show is fun. We talk the pop culture, movies, music, celebrity news, sometimes sports. And so we all know Jackie and her career and legacy, but it's just fun to get to know her on a fun level like that. And she didn't hold back. We put her on the spot.
Yes, on an even more personal level than what we knew her before. So that was fun. But if you enjoyed this, come back next week. And every week after that, we're on Apple, Amazon, Facebook, YouTube, and Spotify too.
That's right. We are a little bit of everywhere. One of my favorite things is you can actually watch this episode on 14news.com under the podcast section. We have a new episode each and every week. If you liked what you saw in this week's episode, which of course you did, Jackie was on it, but our regularly scheduled program typically does have Aaron and I walking through really what is trending in all of those pop culture topics that we went over with Jackie today. We hope you guys enjoyed the show. If you're a new listener, we really welcome you to come back. We have a new episode each and every Friday, Aaron Weeks. There's no words left to say after a guest like that.
It's hard to beat.
That's right. Jackie, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jackie.
And thank you guys for listening to another episode of What's the Trend. Aaron, let's get out of here and get ready for next week's show.
Yes. Bye.